Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to the mathematics class. Today is our lecture number 8 in which we'll start a new chapter which is multiplication. So please open page number 88 of your book, which is section A of our new chapter, multiplication. So here first of all, it's really very necessary that you revise all your tables back at home. Okay, obviously table of 1 does not need to be revised because everything that every number that you multiply with 1, you get the same answer, right? 1 ones are 1, 1 twos are 2, 1 threes are 3. So you don't need to revise the table of 1 because we multiply any number with 1 and you get the same answer. But make sure you revise the tables of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are really very important. Okay, otherwise you'll face a lot of difficulty in solving the questions. Here you can see what does actually multiplication means. For example, you can see here counting in the steps of 5, we get the multiplication table of 5. Let's look at the table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20. What am I doing here? What is the pattern that is being followed here? 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 5 is 20, plus 5 is 25, and then you plus 5, so 20 plus 5 is 25, plus 5 is 30, plus 5 is 35, plus 5 is 40. So what am I doing? I am counting on in step of 5, in steps of 5, right? Plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. So I am counting on in step of 5. So what am I getting here? I am getting the multiplication table of 5, right? I am getting multiples of 5. What are multiples of 5? The numbers which come in the table of 5 are multiples of 5. The numbers which come in the table of 6 are multiples of 6. The numbers which come in the table of 7 are multiples of 7. Okay. So this is the case with multiplication tables. If look at the multiplication table of 6. 6 ones are 6. 6 twos are 12. 6 threes are 18, right? I can also find the values like this. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. 24 plus 6 is 30. So what am I doing here? I am counting on in step of 6. Plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. And I am getting the multiplication table of 6. I am getting the multiples of 6. So either you go for the multiplication table. You learn the entire multiplication table, or you are actually noticing that the values you are actually learning are basically found by counting on in step of that number. Here for example, if we have the table of 7, so how am I finding the values? I am finding out the values by either learning the multiplication table. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 21, like this. Or I am counting on in step of 7. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 7 is 28, like this. So whenever we are actually learning multiplication tables, we are actually, what are we doing in the tables? We are counting on in step of that number. In the table of 8, we are counting in steps of 8. In table of 9, we are counting on in steps of 9. In table of 10, we are counting on in steps of 10. And we are getting the multiples of 10. And check it out here. In the table of 5, we are counting on in step of 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Plus 5 is 20. In the table of 9, we are counting on in step of 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Plus 9 is 27. Plus 9 is 36. Now let's learn one more important thing. This is, I think you have already learned in your previous class, but it's better if you revise things. Whenever we are multiplying two numbers together, what is the answer we get? What is the answer we get? The answer is basically the total amount, that is the all together, right? Whatever answer we get by multiplying two numbers is the all together amount, that is the total number. And what two numbers do we multiply? We multiply the number of groups with the data in each group. Whenever we multiply the number of groups with the data in each group, the answer we get is all together amount. Okay? For example, we have, look at this. How many groups do we have? 1, 2, 3. And how many in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4, 4. So number of groups are 3, and in each group we have 4 crosses. So how many, what is the altogether amount of crosses? How many crosses are there altogether? 3 4s are 12. You can also count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 crosses. There are 3 groups of 4 crosses. How many groups? 3 of 4 crosses. That means in each group we have 4 crosses. And how many crosses are there altogether? 12. How did I found out the altogether thing? I multiplied 3 and 4 and my answer was 12. So always remember, this is the rule of multiplication. You multiply the number of groups with the data in each group, and the answer you get is the total amount, that is altogether. Look at this. How many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many in each group? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 5 into 3 is 15. How many flowers are there altogether? 15 flowers. There are 5 groups of 3 flowers. There are 15 flowers all together. There are 5 groups of how many flowers? Of 3 flowers. That means in each group we have 3 flowers. So the altogether amount is 15. Another example. How many groups? 1 and 2. And how many in each group? 1, 2, 3. 3 in each group. So what is the altogether amount? 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. There are 2 groups of 3 ice creams. So there are 6 ice creams all together. Got it? You have to remember this thing, that we have already learned how we actually multiply, okay? So it's really very necessary that you revise your tables, otherwise you'll get wrong answers and that would make everything wrong. The answer, whatever answer we get by multiplication, that is the total amount, okay, the altogether thing, the answer is called the product. What is the product? Product is the answer of your multiplication. Okay, so 7 multiplied by 8 is 56. That means the product of 7 and 8 is 56. The product of 6 and 3 is 18. So whatever answer you get by multiplying two numbers, that answer is called the product of the two numbers. Okay, so the product of 7 and 8 is 56. That means 7 multiplied by 8 is 56. The product of 6 and 3 is 18. That means 6 multiplied by 3 is 18. You can also write like this: 18 is the product of 6 and 3. Either you write like this, the product of 6 and 3 is 18, or you write like this: 18 is the product of 6 and 3. You're changing just the sentence, you're just changing the structure of the sentence, but the meaning is the same. Now, you can see here, what is 5 multiplied by 4? 5 into 4 is 20. And what is 4 multiplied by 5? 4 multiplied by 5 is also 20. 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. 5 multiplied by 3 is also 15. So what am I doing here? I am just changing the order of the numbers. First I wrote like this: 5 into 4. And here I changed the order. I first multiplied 4 with 5. 4 into 5. The answer remains the same. Either you write 3 multiplied by 5 or you write 5 multiplied by 3, your answer is the same. So the thing here is that you may change the order of the numbers. The answer would be the same. The product of 5 and 4 is 20. The product of 5 and 4 is the same as the product of 4 and 5. That means the answer you get by multiplying 5 and 4 is the same as the answer you get by multiplying 4 and 5. 5 and 4 and 4 and 5. The product of 3 and 5, that means the answer of multiplying 3 and 5 is the same as the product of 5 and 3. is the same as the answer of 5 multiplied by 3, as you can see here. So you may change the order of the numbers, but the answers would remain the same. It's time to solve book exercise. Open page number 71 of your book and solve this exercise. After so much discussion, I hope you won't be finding any difficulty, but in case if you face any kind of difficulty or problem, you can always ask me in the Google Classroom whenever we have a meeting there. Okay, till then, meet you in the next lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.